let me show you how to open it and how to clean the fan and the internals. First, turn off the console and remove every cable from the front and the back. Then if your PS5 is attached to a stand, you'll have to remove it as well. Then take your PS5, you see where the logo is, put it with the logo facing up on the lower left side. This is how we're gonna start. With your right hand, I suggest you grab your PS5 base like this and you keep it in place. You're gonna grab the plate, okay, like this. And the action that you need to do is, first of all, to pull up and then to push towards the right side slightly, okay? You don't need to apply much force. So let me demonstrate. So this is hand just to maintain the console in place. I'll pull up and you see it does not take much. I didn't have to push towards the right side, that the panel popped out by itself. Now let's remove the other one on the other side. So turn your console. Once the console is in this position, place your left hand on the top left corner and grab the top panel like this, you see. The other hand will just use it to support the console so it does not come fly over. So take the panel here and we'll do the same thing. We're gonna push up and push towards the right side. So I'm pushing up. This one is a bit more difficult, I warn you. And here we go. It took just a bit more effort. Same thing, push up. Even if you feel a bit more resistance, try applying a bit more force and then push towards the right side. And this panel came out. You see how it's maintained? Is these clips, okay, that are staying attached all over the place. Now that we are in this position, to remove the fan cover, we're gonna have 4 screws. These are Torx 8. Over here I have a small kit with many small bits. If you don't have one, I'll put a link towards Amazon. So I found my Torx 8-bit. Should look like this. So let's start. Now to have access to these screws, you see there's this plastic trim hiding them. To remove this trim, so you simply need to put your fingers inwards like this and pull up. It will come out. It's just held by some clips. This screw over here, the lower left side, is smaller, and this one is actually longer than these. So do not mix them up. Make sure you put them in a way that you know where each goes. Lift the cover, remove it. And now we need to remove the fan. To remove the fan, we first need to remove the small plastic cover over here that is hiding the connection of the fan. It's much easier to clean it once we get it out rather than to clean it when it's still connected. So to remove this small panel, well, I think somebody here already did it, but technically you can even take your screwdriver and try to pry it gently, okay, until it lifts, and then take it out. It's held with a sticker, you see? It has some stickiness. There's no screws, there's not anything. So put this aside. And now let me show you how to remove the small connector here. Try to wiggle it slightly and it should come loose by itself, okay? Don't pull it too much, just wiggle it until it disconnects. And now we can lift the fan, okay, like this. Perfect, the fan is out. Before cleaning it, let's take a look inside and make sure there is no dust accumulating. If you take a look inside, I know it's a bit hard to see, but I'll put an arrow on the screen right over there. This is where a lot of dust could get stuck and it will forbid the CPU and all the other internals to breathe properly. So take a look. Obviously with the camera it's harder to see, but take a look, and if you see dust accumulating on that cheese grater type of thing, we need to clean it. Obviously, it will be better to disassemble the whole thing, but I know not many people seem really confident to do it. So what I suggest is you take one of these compressed air can. These compressed air cans usually comes with a tube, a longer tube. I lost mine, sorry. And try to shoot air precisely in that slot, and the dust should come out by itself. When you're doing this, when you're blowing air right there, take a vacuum and try to vacuum at the same time, maybe with the help of somebody else, so that the dust that comes out gets in the vacuum and don't fall all over the place, okay? Next, you can do the same thing for the heat sink. So with your can, blow and try to vacuum at the same time all the particle that will come airborne. Then take a microfiber and wipe all the surfaces that are accessible through this opening. Okay, once this is done, it's time to clean the fan. So this is the fan, it should look like this. And you're gonna notice, obviously, there is dust that got accumulated. This one has been previously cleaned, as I see here, since I bought this PS5 used. So our goal is to clean it. One way to do it, take your compressed air can and try blowing it. The fan may spin. Try to blow, and at the same time with the vacuum, try to catch all the airborne particles. You can also use your vacuum and simply try to take the most possible. Obviously, you won't be able to clean it perfectly with this method. So another thing you can use is a toothbrush, a very small one. Try to go inside and don't break anything, but brush. And at the same time, you can blow some air with the vacuum. Try to combine all these things together to remove the maximum you could. With a microfiber as well, it could be very helpful to insert it in all these crevices. This way. It may take a while, okay? There's many fan blades, but all we want is to dislodge the dust and make sure that the dust does not fall back in the fan. Let me show you how to put everything back together. Before inserting the fan back, I also suggest you vacuum the rest of the casing. Since we're here, why not do it? Especially in all these crevices, okay, to pass the vacuum in case there's dust that got accumulated there. To put the fan back, let me position the PS5 the same way it was when we disassemble it. It's easier this way. I take the fan and I'll put it with the cable going in this direction towards the connector. So I'll just make it sit in place. You're gonna fish this small cable through this tunnel over here, like that, and insert the connector, clip it in place. Like this. Make sure you push it all the way in. Next step is to put the grill over the fan. Like that. And now the screw situation. I hope you remember which one goes where. This is why I positioned them the way they should be installed. Next, we're gonna put this plastic trim like that. Just align it until the clips falls in their holes, and then press down until everything is well clipped. Now let's put the panels back. To begin, let's position the PlayStation with the disk drive. You see, this is where you input the discs. On the left side, it will be slightly easier, and with the fan towards the right side. Take the cover that has the disc opening and align it with the disc opening that is now over there. You're gonna notice this cover has prongs, multiple ones, and the console has some grooves that are pointing towards the right side. I'll put it over the console. I'll push down on this side, and at the same time I'll try to bring the panel so it clicks on the right side. You absolutely need to hear a click. Let me demonstrate. Here we go. It has clicked. It does not take much power and much force to do it. Now let's do it on the other side. Again, we'll put it with the fan towards the right. Take the cover. Gonna notice the grooves over here pointing towards the right side with the PS logo on the top right corner. Same thing. I'm gonna lower it simply so that the prongs falls in the grooves, and then with your hand push down slightly and push towards the right side until you hear the click. Here we go. So now our panels are installed. If just like me you were using a stand, go ahead, you can now install it back. Thanks for watching. I hope this was useful. If so, please leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.